In this video, I will share with you how I create a budget-friendly container garden that you don't have to spend a ton of money at the garden center, but still have very beautiful flowers container, vegetable container in your garden. Okay? You can't.
Put down?
Wow. Right this.
Try turn it. Let's try turn it into this.
If you remember, I got this banana plant last year in summer when they are on discount. I think it's probably about $10 and they grow so big in just 1 year. So this kind of proved my point that you don't have to spend money buying big plants, okay? You can buy smaller plants and then grow them until they get big. I'm gonna use the old potting mix to fill the bottom of this new planter. Gonna nursery this baby banana in this pot for now. Once they, have beautiful leaves, I will plant them in my planter. The danger of frost has passed in our area in New Jersey. That means it is the time to bring our holiday cactus outside. And today is such a perfect day because the temperature is not too hot and it's not too cold. And there's a lot of moisture today in the air. They should be very happy outside today. Believe me, after they get the moisture, the fresh air, and some rainwater, they will go a lot faster after this point. I also moved all my tender succulents outdoors since last night. They are really going to enjoy the rainwater and fresh air. Also, Mother Nature will take care of this aphid infestation. Yike. This baby look pretty dry and shriveled, but we'll see in a few days. This guy get a lot of wrinkles. I'm sorry. Nothing. Meow, 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 meow. Sunflowers that I have left to plant today are dwarf variety. They are going to go just like this small, but they are going to be super cute. So I am going to plant them in the planter right here. I accidentally messed up my sunflower seedling of the two varieties here. But because I am a very smart person, I know that this variety is yellow because you see the stem is white. This one is red because the stem is red or darker purple. White one right here. Plant the red one here. And of course, sunflower needs full sun, so I cannot leave the planter here underneath this tree. I'm so stupid. I should have moved the planters before I watered them. You can also grow edible plants like fruits, like herbs, like edible flowers in container too. This container I am going to grow tomatoes. This is patio choice tomato, which is like miniature dwarf variety of tomatoes, and it will be perfect for container like this. The way that I prepare the soil in my planters is exactly the same way that I prepare the soil in my planters for petunias and other summer flowers. I just, take some of the old soil out from last year and then add compost. You can use manure, organic mushroom compost, or your homemade compost like me, and then add fertilizer. But the difference is you don't want to add flowers fertilizer. You can add, tomato tone, which is like fertilizer that has the nutrient that's all more specific for tomatoes. And I'm going to add French marigold, which is going to make this planter very cute. And also it will help deter pests. I don't believe in filling the bottom of our planters with styrofoam, with bricks, with big piece of wood. No, I believe that plants, actually it's a fact, plants need soil to grow well, period. So I fill the bottom of this empty planter with the old potting mix. But if you don't have old potting mix, you can just dig up the, soil from your garden, fill at the bottom, or you can, add like little pieces of wood or maybe, garden scrap like this. Is totally fine. Let's mix it together. But, please don't fill with plastic or brick. That's not good for plant. This is a like new potting mix that I use for germinate seeds, but unfortunately the seed don't germinate, so I'm going to reuse it to top dress my planter. And again, this is going to help retain moisture in our planter and also, prevent the weed that can grow from the homegrown compost. This part I am going to grow nasturtium, so I use the flower fertilizer instead of, tomato fertilizer. Add some homemade compost. And then mix.
Away from it. Going in?
Just going. Pull the pot out. Pull the pot. Wow. I have this lantana for about 4 years. When I got it 4 years ago, it was like this big in a 4-inch pot, and it cost me about $4 or $5. And every year I would put it in a bigger pot, giving it more compost, more fertilizer. And look at it now. Oh my goodness. This pot probably too small for it. I'm gonna take out some of the soil. Let's try again. Whoop. Backfill a little bit with this homemade compost. And topped it with a little bit of fertilizer mixed with compost. And I'm going to use the old pot to replant this lantana right here. Following the same step, you know, little bit of fertilizer, compost. Then I'm gonna jump this. Oh. Wow. You can see here this pot getting too small for the lantana. Look at the roots. Holy moly. Tease it out. When you move the plants from indoor to outdoor, they're gonna get, you know, some leaf damage like this from the sun. These leaves were grown when they are indoors, so when they get the full sun, the real sun, you know, they can't handle that. And they're gonna shred all these leaves, and then they're gonna send out little new leaves. And eventually, you know, they're gonna look full and rush again, and then they're going to bloom for you. Just give it a little haircut and cut off some of the damaged stem. Like that. This one look really sad, but believe me, in just a few weeks, they're gonna come back. This stem pretty weak, cut it off. Cut this off. You can see the new growth here is a good sign. Look at this one, cut this off. I'm gonna prune this one a little harder because I want it to be like a tree like that one. And give it a lot of water, just like when we do all the other planters. If you have an early spring planters with pansies like this, you should keep deadheading the flowers, and the pansy will continue to bloom until like the end of June, until the really, you know, summer heat really hit. Doing this, the pansy will send the energy to the new buds to bloom beautifully for us. And by the end of June, this planter will look pretty sad and look pretty dead too, because the pansy cannot take the summer heat. So that is when I go to the garden center and I am going to find a lot of summer annuals on sale. Sometimes it's like $2 per pot or $1 per pot. And then I will refill this planter with the summer annuals that I get from garden center in a very cheap price. A couple weeks ago in my previous planter video, I was trying to save money by growing the begonia from tubers and the caladium from corms. The begonia has sprouted about a week, maybe a week and a half ago, but not the caladium. So I got too impatient. I thought that they would need more humidity and the warmth. So I put them on a heat mat, water them and cover them with plastic. And I think I made a mistake. I think I cooked the corms. Look, they're so smushy now. Something's wrong with the potting mix too. It's too... Yike. Not good. These are the corms. And there's worm on the corms. What the hell about? Oh my gosh. So I am going to plant the begonia, and I'm gonna leave this tray outside and hoping that there are some survivors. Oi. tuberous begonia don't like full sun, so I am hiding it on their very first week right here in a very shady spot behind that planter and behind that wall. This croton, what does it call? I don't remember the name, but it's losing the leaves. They shed the leaves because I moved them from indoor to outdoor, right? But look at that, it's sending out new leaves. So please don't freak out if you move your plants from indoor to outdoor and they are losing a lot of leaves like this. Do you remember this succulent? They are now so plump and so cute. Ah. This is my favorite because it's the first soft succulent that I grow. Look at how cute they are. It's like they're smiling at me. This one also plump and in a better shape after they get rain, water and fresh air. This one is blooming. And the flowers. They are now so much cuter comparing to 10 days ago when I moved them out. This is the third year that I plant soft succulent in these window boxes. And I came up with this idea because in my first year when we got this shed, I plant a lot of expensive annual summer flowers like begonia, petunia, that I got from garden center. I spent a lot of money. And the problem is the window box, is too small, too shallow. It does not retain water. So I have to keep watering them, and when I forgot to water them, they die. So I came up with the idea, why don't I just plant something here that does not require a lot of water? So I already have a lot of these succulents that I have been collecting for almost 10 years. And just, I kept propagating them and then I just plant them here. Look at this one. It doesn't have a lot of soil, but it survived and it looks so cute. So I just put it like that. Just perfect for them because they don't need a lot of soil and water like all the annual summer flowers. And succulents are very easy. You see this one? They grow from like the old stem. So I'm gonna put this one there and it will grow big succulent later. And there's bare spot here. I just place it right this. Okay. Succulent also does not require a lot of nutrients. Although if you give them a lot of compost and fertilizer, they will grow so big, but I don't need them to be big, so I'm gonna just top this with a little bit of compost. I am not giving it fertilizer because I'm broke. Gonna fill the gap and eventually there will be roots come from this stem. You can see here it's trying to grow roots already. Maybe I can break this off. Gonna put right on this bare spot. There you go. And they will be just fine. And believe me, succulent, they don't need a lot of water, so you don't have to worry about watering them at all. Last year, I have not watered these window boxes at all. It's just the rainwater that I get like every week or every couple weeks, and they are just fine. I'm watering them now just to rinse off the compost from the leaves and just to make sure that the roots attach to the soil so they can grow faster. You can see that the box don't hold water at all, which is perfect for succulent. Look at that. Last year, I created this planter for this full shade spot with the discount plants that I got from the summer clearance from the local garden center that I went to. And also, I fill the other half of the planter with the house plants that I already have inside. So I already saved a lot of money last year. And then, in fall, I moved these whole planters inside the house to overwinter these plants. And now, it's time to bring them back out because the danger of frost has already passed. Unfortunately, the elephant ear don't come back. I think because the comb or the comb, has rotten during the winter time. So I am going to fill it with this polka dot begonia that I propagated like a couple weeks ago. See, I am very smart. I kind of know that something's gonna go wrong. So this should fill the whole planters. So I'm gonna be in the middle. I don't know what this plant called, but I already have it for like a couple years, inside the house. I'm gonna put pothos around it. Variegated pothos. I don't know what this thing called. I got on sale last year and I think it would be nice for this planter, so I grabbed it without knowing the name. It looks pretty sad, but believe me, it's gonna grow very fast with the heat. The mother plants of the polka dot begonia that I took the cutting a few weeks ago. Here's the polka dot begonia cuttings that now they have roots. And these are the potting mix that the seed failed to germinate. Gonna repurpose it. Gonna bury the stem and it's gonna grow roots. Just like when I do the succulents. But these are going to need a lot of water, more than the succulents. These are the begonia cutting that I took from last year. They are dying inside. Ugh. Gonna put them in a partial sun, and also this guy. I hope they bounce back. Gonna give it a little water. And believe me on this one, any house plant that you have that are not unhappy, that is not happy inside your house, you should bring them outside after the danger of frost has passed in your area, and then change the soil, like take the whole thing out from the pot, and then give it a brand new fresh potting mix, okay? And then repot them, and then water them, or give them rainwater, or put them in a spot that receive rainwater, and they will become very, very happy. Because I have this behavior to chop discount plant in the end of the season, especially perennial plants and flowers. So I end up having a lot of plants that I cannot find a spot in my garden in fall. So I plant them in a planter. For example, I bought this coral bell about 4 years ago. Also this perennial fern, okay? And then I plant them in this planter. And in fall, I would overwinter them by putting them, next to the house, to the wall like this. So they get a little protection so they don't, they don't die in winter time. But if you plant them in the ground, you don't have to do anything because they are perennial. They can handle the frost. So, and in spring, I would come here and I would just, clean up a little bit to let the new leaves come up. And I have free planter for 4 years already. I don't even have to do anything with them, but eventually I might have to change the soil, if it's depleted, if the nutrient depleted. I think it's cost me about $4 or $5 to buy this coral bell. Also this perennial fern too. I got the planter from a family member, so I technically spent only $10. And I have this planter for 4 years already. Same thing with this coral bell turtle planter. I probably have this for 4 years and I did not do anything with it at all. The only thing I have to do is clean up the old leaves like that. And this hoster probably 3 years. That's one probably 2 years. And yep, hoster can be planted in a planter. And I just finished this planter yesterday. The collis that I saved from last year. And the houseplant that I moved from outside the other day. And the basil that I have left from my vegetable garden. I fill it with a lot of compost and fertilizer. So when the temperature gets warmer, it will grow very, very fast. And 1000% you can grow lettuce in planters too. Clematis, another plant that I got from this cow plant last fall. I plant in this pot. The full price is $80, but because the condition when I got it, so it was $10 when I got it. Also that one, more perennial in container. I have this about 3 years. Hoster. Also the variegated English ivy is gonna fill this pot pretty fast. More perennial fern. More coral bell planter. Mint, you should always go in container because they spread. That's gonna happen when you put mint in the ground, okay? They're gonna spread everywhere. But I mean, they're so cute. I don't know what to do. The nasturtium that we planted the other day together, remember? They're just so cute and they're gonna go so much bigger than this in no time. Marigold tomatoes planters doing great. It's producing flowers and going to be tomatoes soon. All the plants in my greenhouse are in containers. So I can move them around and replace them with something else when they're done blooming or done producing the fruits. I got the very big container from an old farm or old nursery and they just gave for me for free. Just keep looking on Facebook Marketplace or maybe an old farm or your friends. You will find this very big pot that you can use to grow anything. Cucumber, I have to train them soon. And those are the sunflowers that self-seeded in this pot or maybe come from the compost. Oh my goodness, it's blooming. Hello. The banana's coming back, guys. I'm so excited. The succulent that we are doing the other day are doing okay and they're gonna be fine. Look at the color. I will keep you posted on these window boxes. I am so proud because I grow this petunia from seed. The canna lily that I buried here has sprouted. Oh, this one too. Hello. Hello. Another planter of petunia that I grow from seeds. They're so cute. Look at this one. Those sunflowers growing in this planter. I have shared with you in the previous video that I saved about $200. Growing this petunia from seed to fill all these 8 planters. And yes, roses can be grown in a planter. Just pick the variety that is not too big, okay? This tulip planter is getting so ugly, so I'm gonna move it somewhere else for now. Yeah. There's always a chance that tulips will grow again next year. But you have to leave the foliage, okay? You have to let the foliage absorb the sun so they can store the energy in the bulbs and bloom for us next year. So I'm not going to clean up the leaves. I'm gonna hide it right here. I'm gonna move the sunflowers to replace that spot. I also start this pansy from seed and they are the cutest thing. And this one that I deadheaded the other day, they bounced back. And now they are super cute again. This color is unbelievable. I love this one too. And this the geranium that I overwintered them inside and brought them outside, the other week. Not sure if this caladium gonna make it. I guess, you can only win some and lose some. Also the begonia. Keep finger crossed for me, please. I used to go to garden centers on Mother's Day weekend every year and spend a ton of money buying the brand name expensive fancy annual flowers and vegetables to fill my planters. It felt good, to be able to finish my planters in just one day. Just dump the potting mix in and then plant beautiful flowers, and they beautiful immediately without having to start the seed, prepare the soil, add the fertilizer, add the compost, and mix in the compost, and then plant the flowers, and then wait for them to be beautiful. But, what I was doing back then, I feel like I missed the journey and the experience that I nurture my plants, my flowers, and seeing them grow little by little. So I feel that this is not only to save my money, but also to save my mental health. I think that's true, instead of just get done with it and then I don't know how to explain, but I think you know what I mean. It's the journey that make container garden really meaningful to me, and I think to a lot of you too. So this video is part of the content this garden challenge that created by me, Amanda, and Beth. Amanda shared how she created the shade container garden, in her video. Beth share how she used creative stuff, the old stuff, antique stuff to create container gardens, and they look so cute. So you might want to check their videos by going to this link here, the playlist here, okay? And also my previous video, how I save money about, preparing the planters too. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot from me in this video too. And I'll keep you posted how my flowers go throughout the season. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel too, Granary Gardens. Okay, bye-bye. I love you. 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 I love you.